Today's hypertrophy workout, we've got legs, core, and shoulders. A lot to get through. Here you can see a preview of one of the movements we'll be doing, Nordic curls. Very, very difficult hamstring exercise. Here you can see me using a medicine ball to kind of stop that fall. Ideally, you can get that chest all the way to the ground. You can see me using hands for assistance is another alternate version. Here you got the full workout. Feel free to take a screenshot. We got shoulders, legs, and core to get through. We got all the core, superset or compound workouts with the legs. And before we get to the legs and core, we'll start off with 4 shoulder movements. Here you can see a rear delt fly, just 2 sets of 12 reps here. Driving back with the elbows and the bottoms of the fist, cross cable. Superset with that, we got front raises, 2 sets of 12 reps. Palms facing down, very slight bend in the arms, but they're fairly straight. You got that cable going through the legs, hitting the front of the shoulders. All right, rear and front shoulders hit. Next movement, we're going overhead press, switching back and forth from a front press or a front rack to a behind the neck press. 2 sets of 10 and 10 or 20 total reps for this one, so you're not needing to go too heavy. So behind the neck presses get tough. And then finishing off with a barbell upright row, 2 sets of 12 reps. After you finish up the shoulders, focusing on legs and core. You've got 10 different movements to get through. Ideally, this whole workout takes about an hour, but it could take you a little longer depending on how heavy you go and how much rest time you take between all these movements. You got hack squats for 5 sets, going 15, 12, 10, 10, and failure. This is honestly not my favorite hack squat machine, but it's the one we got in my gym. There's lots of other good hack squats if you have at your gym. Excellent. Feel free to use those for sure. And then superset with that, we got calf raises, 4 sets, 25 reps, or 100 total reps. Here's another calf raise machine. There's tons of variations of calf raises you could do. After you finish that superset or compound set, we got hex bar deadlifts, also known as the trap bar. You see me turn that thing upside down just so I can get a little bit deeper, touching and going. Took all the slack out of the bar before I started. Knees can't get too wide on this one because you're locked in, but it is a little bit more lower body focused than a straight bar, which is more of a full body movement involving the lats a little bit more. Here we got our first core exercises. We got the weighted briefcases, gripping that medicine ball with our ankles and feet. We're bringing in our legs as we bring our torso to our thighs. All right, really good for the hip flexors. Nordic curls, as you saw in the preview. Going slow and controlled, not using my hands, lowering myself and getting myself back up. Very tough on the hamstrings. Here is a modified version using your hands to kind of assist you. You can also go from a slight incline if you have a Nordic curl machine at your gym. Superset, we got another core exercise, toe to bar. Nice and controlled. I'm not even keeping my legs straight, just getting the toes up to the bar, making sure you have a good solid grip on that bar so you're not going butt overhead, touching and bringing it back down. There's a modified version, straight leg raise, and even more modified, a knee raise. Try to hit those full toe to bar if you can. 3 sets of 10 reps. Next superset, we got leg extension, 12, 10, 8. Here's a classic leg extension machine. And then a couple of those, we got banded Russian twists. All right, you can stay about that same rep range. Just make sure you hit both sides evenly. All right, about 12 reps on each side, then 10, and then 8. Again, as always on Russian twists, whether it's band or with weight, make sure you're rotating your core and not just pulling with your arms. My arms don't really bend that much more from when I start the exercise. I'm just rotating my core to focus on the obliques. And then finishing off with 2 lower body exercises. We got Smith machine split squats. Make sure you hit 4 by 10 on each side for this one. Staying upright, dropping that back knee to the ground. Front knee is the primary driving force, those quads and the VMO. And then final movement, RDLs, Romanian deadlifts. You can do this with dumbbells or barbells. Hitting 12, 11, 10, and then 8. Go heavy on this one, and if you need to, you can even use some grips or some wraps to help you hold on to that dumbbell because grip strength can be a limiting factor.